Hey guys, welcome in. It's time for Bollocks this evening, and we have some very special guests in studio. We have the Flagler Drama Department. We're talking our Flagler Theater. I'm not sure which one to go with. So
Theater
it's
department.
both theater, and I guess this one's not a drama; it's a musical. So.
And comedies.
And comedy. So
can't do that.
So we can't call it
masks.
that. But in case you didn't know, we are in the
Bozard Ford Studio.
Damn right we are, and I got to tell you about the great people at Bozard Ford. For over 75 years, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been a trusted name in St. Augustine, built on family values, honesty, and doing things the right way. With over 1,200 vehicles to choose from, no surprise pricing, and the Drive Happy guarantee, Bozard makes car buying simple and stress-free. That's the Bozard difference. Their state-of-the-art facility features 91 climate control service bays, a quick lane for no appointment maintenance, and over 40 mobile service vans to serve at your convenience. Just off I-95 and State Road 16, Bozard Ford Lincoln, they're driven to inspire.
Hey, if you're looking for something to do during spring break, set sail for adventure at the St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum, home to the world's largest and most authentic collection of pirate artifacts. Excuse me. With over 800 real treasures across 40 immersive exhibits curated by Pat Croce and the Croce family, guests can see Blackbeard's original blunderbuss, gold recovered from the Queen Anne's Revenge, and one of only 3 authentic Jolly Roger flags in the world. The museum also features a special exhibit highlighting pirates in the movies with props from films like Hook and Pirates of the Caribbean, located in historic downtown St. Augustine across from the fort.
All right. Since 2008, Brightway Insurance, the Casey agency, has been guiding St. Augustine through hurricanes, floods, fires, and more. Led by longtime local Ashley Casey, this is insurance done the brighter way. No confusing jargon, no one-size-fits-all policies. Just clear guidance, multiple quotes, and customized coverage that protects what matters most. With deep roots in the community and decades of experience, Ashley and his team make insurance simple, affordable, and personal. Visit them on the island at 108 Seagrove Main Street or call 904-217-7547 Brightway, the brighter way to do insurance. And I almost had to do an insurance claim.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
Because I crashed into the ambulance that they insure.
Great.
So they don't insure me, but they do insure.
Right.
Luckily, my face did not dent the ambulance at all.
Right. It's stronger than you may think.
Yes. So tell us about this place. I heard they got some good grub there.
It's not bad, man. We've eaten there.
Okay.
But after you go to the Pirate and Treasure Museum, you might have worked up a little appetite chasing all of them pirates around the water. So you can experience elevated Italian dining at Saint, located in the heart of historic St. Augustine. Saint blends authentic Italian flavors with modern sophistication, featuring handmade pastas, fresh seasonal ingredients, and classic dishes crafted with care. Guests can enjoy expertly crafted cocktails, indulgent desserts like house-made tiramisu, and a stunning view from the second-floor balcony and rooftop patio overlooking the bayfront and historic skyline. Perfect for date night or a special evening out. Saint Italian Restaurant, where every meal is a celebration.
Woohoo! All right, we have other sponsors that we got to tell you about. We have Synergy Power Solutions, Abear Kresge and Associates, Powell Heating and Air, Meehan's Irish Pub, A.D. Davis Construction, St. Augustine Distillery and Citygate Spirits, A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing, Anastasia Diner, Moultrie Creek Diner, and of course, I think I left off Anastasia Construction Group. There you
Ooh,
go.
okay.
I was like, I missed one,
Right.
but now I didn't.
All right, we're back in.
Here, we give that back to you.
Thank you so much.
All right, we have some special guests in the studio. We have Kip and Amber, and Kip, you are the director of the show, correct?
Correct.
And the instructor of the theater group over there. So, how long have you been with Flagler? And how did you land on James and the Giant Peach?
I am in my 11th year at Flagler College.
Wow, that's fabulous.
Getting to know the place.
Yeah, it's good. It's home now.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. I am a professor of musical theater and also teach the music program there that we're slowly building out of the music or out of the theater department.
Okay.
So we've kind of started our world of music over there in the world of musical theater. But James and the Giant Peach, this came about, we select our season roughly in January for the following year, for the following academic year. So we just released next year's season as well. Oh, and now that I said that, I'm going to blank on what the shows are, but Amberly's going to help me.
I don't know.
Because I'm going to ask you so I can set my schedule.
I know.
Because Lenny was upset that he's going to be out of town for James and the Giant Peach.
But next season.
So the pressure's on. Start writing them down as they come to you.
All right. I have a pen here for that.
Yeah. We give you something to play with here. But where did you come from before you were at Flagler?
Oh gosh, I'm born and raised in Oregon in the Willamette Valley. But
Nice wines.
Yeah, very good wines. Good for you. You know that. I made my way to Orlando for graduate school. I went to UCF.
Okay.
I met my now wife there in that program. She's a Canuck. She's from Toronto. We met down there in Orlando, and after grad school, we made our way to New York, and we were there for about 5 years before we moved very briefly to North Dakota. I taught
Yeah, because if you want to go to theater,
Right.
you go to
first
North
thing you
Dakota.
think of is
That's right.
North Dakota.
No, but if you want to teach in higher ed and you got to build your resume, North Dakota's a good place.
It's a good start. It's a good stepping stone.
Good stepping stone. So we were there 1 year before this job at Flagler opened up 10, 11 years ago now. And we've been here ever since.
So I'm assuming she was in theater also in Orlando.
And still is here. She also teaches in our program.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, she just recently stepped down as the chair of the department, and now she's currently on sabbatical and writing a play, and she's an incredible addition to both our program and our home.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
well said, sir. Well said, Kip. So, all right, we have Amber here. And Amber, you're a junior at Flagler, and your major is in coastal environmental science.
Yes.
And your minor is in
Theater, arts, and music.
Theater, arts, and music. You
Yeah.
couldn't just have a simple one.
No, had to double it.
So, like, when they put that on your diploma, it's going to take, like, you'll have to flip it over.
Oh, yeah. I hope it's big font.
Yeah.
So you just see coastal environmental science, and then it's music and theater arts.
Gotcha. So, Amber, how did you, when did you start getting into theater and music, and how did this come about?
Yeah.
It wasn't like you just walked off and go, I want to be James.
Oh, no, it was not like that. Growing up, I listened to a lot of jazz music. My life was full of jazz and Spanish music coming from a Spanish background. My grandparents loved jazz music, so I started off with piano and then just gradually grew into wanting to sing. So I sang a lot of jazz, lots of blues. And then in high school, I decided to major in musical theater. And our high school was an art school, Dreyfus School of the Arts. And so we each had our own major. And going into that is when I knew that that's all I wanted to do. I knew I loved theater so much. And I also had a passion for science. So I couldn't give both of those up. And then coming here, figuring out what I wanted to do with my life, I knew I wanted science in there somewhere. I love sea turtles and I love the rehabilitation process. So I knew it had to be coastal environmental science, but I could not give up my passion for singing, dancing, music, theater, all of it. I couldn't let go of it. So I ended up taking it in as a minor, and now I have theater minor and music minor.
So Sea Turtles is
Just change the name.
He's kind of the person that discovered, but it
Exactly.
kind of looks like a green, but it has a little hook.
Yeah, and the shell's really pretty. It's what they normally take to use the tortoise shell for like glasses and belts and things.
Have you seen, because this might change your entire, have you seen a live full-grown leatherback?
Yes, I have.
Oh my God.
Really?
They're so beautiful.
They are so cool.
They're ginormous.
They are
and
huge.
They're just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay,
sorry
understandable.
Sorry to see turtle nerd out over
No,
here
I
on
love
this
it.
side. So, all right.
Foes up.
Okay, that's a Kip.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to kind of catch him from the
Yeah,
side.
you
'cause
need a
he's gotta-
profile for the hook.
Yeah, you got to get a little bit of a. You got to show a snout there. That's what makes him unique. All right, so James and the Giant Peach. Amber, did you know the book before the play?
I did know the book before the play. We talked about it, I want to say elementary school time. So I knew the book, but I didn't know anything about the play or the musical, like none of that. I just knew the book. So figuring out, being told the news last year in January, immediately I just took to the internet, found out where I could watch it, watched the claymation version of this movie musical, and I was really intrigued by the whole storyline. I thought it was something that is a human event and a lot of people can relate to in different points of their lives. So I knew it was something that I wanted to be a part of.
All right, Kip, Now, who wrote the musical James and the Giant?
Yeah, so this is one of Pasek and Paul's early collaborations.
Okay.
So that's the people behind Dear Evan Hansen, Greatest Showman,
La La Land.
Edges.
I heard that one did okay in the Academy Awards.
Yeah, it did all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it did all right.
Yeah, and now they're writing music for everything. I mean, the most recent Snow White live action, they wrote the music for that as
Yeah.
well. No, they're huge now, but this is one of their very early. I think their second ever, and it's a great story. It's well told, and we're taking kind of a unique spin on how we're telling it too.
Okay, so you've been in this theater game for a couple weeks. What is your favorite musical of all time?
Oh gosh. Oh
Buddy,
gosh.
do you want to answer yours? Because you're you like musicals also.
I'll
I've only been to a
yeah.
handful of them, so I don't have a lot to choose from. So everybody has to answer.
I've got two from my youth. One is Pippin,
That's a
and
great
the other
one.
one is 1776.
I love Pippin.
And I saw the original version from the second row when I was
Wow.
much younger. Yeah, with Ben Vereen.
Wow.
And John Rubinstein and Irene Ryan as Granny.
There you go.
What a great
awesome.
cast that was.
Wow.
What a fabulous show.
She played a couple grannies.
Yes. Yes. She was a little bit more risque in the Pippin version. Yes, she was.
All right, Amber, what about you? Your favorite musical?
I would have to say Chicago.
Chicago.
I like
very good.
the whole
That's one of
Bob
the few I've
Fosse
seen.
adaptations. Oh yeah,
That's one of the few I've seen.
And it's got jazz.
this is true.
All that
That's
jazz,
what
right.
all
I
that
have
jazz.
a very important question. Is this Spirit Fingers and this is Jazz Hands?
Well, I don't know
Did
about
I
Spirit-
get that right?
I think Spirit Fingers
Yeah,
like that, but jazz
Spirit
hands is
Fingers,
Spirit
Jazz
Fingers,
Hands.
Jazz Hands. Okay, all right. Very, very important to know that as a 59-year-old man. So,
Still 58.
58. Well, this week I'm feeling 59. So I got a little beat up this week. So, have you come up with your favorite yet?
It's not a real popular one, but I love its construction, and that's The Most Happy Fella by Frank Lesser. I think it's kind of flawless in its construction, and he wrote the music and the book for it, and just the way it weaves. And that might be closely rivaled now for me by Hamilton.
Oh, it's hard to beat
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yeah, I mean,
Another one
also,
which I've seen.
also amazingly constructed.
I
Yes, yeah.
think I've selected properly because I think I only have about 5 to 10 in my whole repertoire of musicals, and they named 2 of them. I did not see Pippin.
Pippin was,
know
it
how.
was just,
So good.
It was a jillion years ago, but it was great.
Yeah,
And it holds up too. And it's good for trivia because it's all about Charlemagne.
yeah.
When you and your wife were in New York, were you involved in theater when you were up there?
Well, we were sure trying to be.
Okay.
That was the
A
goal.
little more competition with St. Augustine.
Yeah. So very active in auditioning and classes, readings here and there, a gig that would take me out of the city here and there, and a lot of waiting tables.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, what was the restaurant we went to?
I think it was the Ellen Starlight Diner.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you ever sing there?
I actually had an interview for a job there where they had me sing as part of the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was offered that job at the same time I was offered the job at 54 Below, and I
You went to
went
54
to, and I'm so happy I did.
We stumbled into that restaurant having no clue. There was no line, and then when we came out, there was a huge line, and we're like, "Wow, that was the coolest restaurant." And then like we're such dummies, it's like a very famous restaurant. And have you been there?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, no. The wait staff they have an upper level and a lower level, and eating breakfast with your omelet. They're standing on your table and singing, and it's really a cool restaurant. They got a little crazy with the graffiti though. They got in my
Omelet.
my sweet tea and omelet.
Yeah, yeah, but most of that also made me realize that the line that we saw outside was already there, so we just skipped a bunch of the line.
Oh, that's probably
Smooth
more
move.
That's probably my just oblivious to the world.
Very New Yorker of you.
Yeah, I'm like I don't wait in lines. Come on,
Tourists do. Right.
You've been with me.
I know.
I don't wait in lines. All right, and my favorite musical, and it's and it sprung out of the movie is Grease. So the live version of Grease was great too, but it's one of those. My sister made me dance to every single song, and in those days they had albums,
Right.
I know you've heard of these. And it was a two-folder album.
Right, which is so functional for so many other things.
Yeah. But my sister created a dance to every single one of them, and if I screwed it up,
Oh, yeah?
she was 2 years older than me and pretty much dominated my world for a while.
Yeah, when I was in school, I produced a couple of. I did a lot of programming in the university, and talk about one extreme to the other. The two of the shows I produced, one was a traveling company of Greece, and the other was a road company of Equus. So you want to talk about one extreme to the other?
Were you horsing around?
I was just all over the place. Yeah, and they were great too, because it was how they pack those things up, move them, and do a new show the next day is really very impressive.
It really is.
Yep,
Yeah.
a lot of work.
And the thankless work too,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. The behind the scenes is just incredible. All right, so you have a beautiful theater at Flagler. For those people that haven't been there, how many people does it hold? About 700?
700 to 800, yeah. Somewhere in there. Yeah.
So, and this show runs from April 16th
April
through the 19th.
16th to 19th, yeah.
Okay.
And
Where would they be able to get tickets?
you can go to universitytix.flagler.edu,
Okay.
and you
Like,
can
if you
also
put that in the comments.
yes, please. And we can also you can buy tickets day of the show as well, right at the box office. There will be tickets available. And we've had some popular shows there, but I think in my 11 years, we've only ever sold that place out with one show.
Okay.
So there will be tickets.
Okay.
Come, please, and bring friends.
Now that you've been on this show.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously, it's going to sell
Yeah.
out.
But we are doing a really cool concept with the show that I'd love to talk about, just to maybe if it
Yes, please.
garners some interest, if
Sure.
that's all right.
Yeah,
So we're
please.
doing and I want Amberly to talk about it from her perspective as well, but we're doing what I like to call an actor-driven approach. So all of the spectacle that happens on stage is going to be driven by the actors on stage. So they're manipulating the lights. It's a pared down approach to where we kind of see all of the work unfold right in front of the audience. So it's like this troupe of actors, and the whole set comes to life right in front of them, starting from nothing. The costumes are changed in front of the audience. We have actors manipulating lights. We have shadow puppetry. What else, Amber? What's your experience been with this concept and this process?
Yeah, I think this has been such an interesting concept. I mean, we're all hands on deck in this moment. It doesn't matter what you are or what you're doing. Everybody is coming together to put this story on. So it doesn't matter what character you are. You could be puppeteering and lighting and moving the set. And it's so cool to see everybody come together and just take all of this out for what it is on the stage and give this a whole nother meaning. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
How many songs do you have to know for this, for your side of it?
That is such a good question. I wish I knew every single one, like number wise. Quite a handful.
What are there? About 16
There's 16 songs, I think.
maybe-ish?
Yeah, and like I'm in like 14 of them, so I know 14 songs.
Yeah. So, that's what I'm saying. You're playing the lead.
You are
and,
James.
And if you like a musical on stage, I could just see. I mean, I could just see me just crossing up those, and that would totally mess up my brain. I'm not made that way, but no one wants to hear me sing, so everyone's safe. So,
Kip, Amberly, this sounds like a very unique production with that going on stage. Is this something that's unique to this, or was this done in other James and Giant speeches, or did you come up with this?
I mean, this is a process that is nothing that's novel or new to theater, but I don't know that there's been a production of James and the Giant Peach done this way.
Yeah.
Right, so this is kind of grows out of Tectonic Theater Company's moment work, and we did a workshop this summer with them. They came down and worked with us, and it's all about just using all of the elements of the stage to tell the story in unique and actor-driven ways.
And you don't need a stage crew.
We need them.
I'm still very important. I'm sure there's still some stuff happening backstage
Yeah.
there.
All right.
But the set is modular. I mean, it's student designed. The sets, the costumes are student designed. It's an all-female cast, which is unique and exciting, right? And actors are playing multiple characters throughout too, so constantly like switching layers of costumes to take on new roles. It's very quick-paced and just moves from start to finish.
Well, when I was at Flagler, the theater was in the government house.
Okay.
Where
I've
we
heard
do,
about those days.
So
Yeah.
we, and I think it sat about 150 people, and it was in there, and everything was falling apart. And so you guys have a beautiful
Lewis
theater,
Auditorium, yes.
Lewis Auditorium. That was our intramural field.
Oh,
when
really?
I was
Wow.
there. That was a blank field, and that's where we go out and throw frisbees and play different games. We got soccer games on that field.
Sorry about
where
that.
that parking lot was and everything. So that was our field. But Flagler's come a long way. And the renovations are absolutely stunning and beautiful. Just curious, because I asked this question of people that are working at Flagler and go to Flagler. What was it that actually drew you to Flagler? I mean, because there's so many different reasons to go to Flagler. So many great reasons to go.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if I knew this at the time, but I know now in retrospect that it's an incredibly special place where if you are willing to do the heavy lifting and put the work in, there are always people there that are willing to support you and collaborate and make things happen. You can make things happen at a small liberal arts college like this, and in a way that you can't at larger state schools, right? So, and I love its ties to the community. I love the support for the arts. Yeah, it's a special place.
Yeah, and the city kind of has a lot of love for the arts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it meshes Flagler and the city. I mean, the town and the gown. They mesh really well together because you can't really separate Flagler College from downtown St. Augustine.
You can't.
They're
Yeah.
integrated between where the buildings is, the layout, and what would normally be a dorm in any other campus is a centerpiece and a tourist attraction.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But also just the educational side. I mean, the small class sizes, the student to teacher ratio is something that I would never
huge.
trade.
That was
Yeah.
I
huge
would
for
never
me.
trade that again. Yeah.
So Amber, what about you? You came from South Florida
Yes.
and kind of a more urban type setting. I'm
Right.
assuming.
Yeah.
So what got you? Was it the combination of the coastal environmental and the theater, or what brought you to? What was the one that pushed you over the top for it?
Yeah, I would definitely have to say that it was a mix of the two. I knew I wanted to do science, and I knew I wanted to do something in theater. I could not leave school and not do that. So I think I took that and spoke with the science department and fell in love with how close they are with all the St. Augustine boat tours and how close they are with the marine life here. I thought that was really interesting. So I knew I could tie both of those together while I was here. And that's what drew me here for sure.
Have you been in the inlet when the dolphins are feeding?
Yes.
Isn't it so cool?
It is so
I
cool.
think we were talking about this last week. Kip, I don't know if you've ever been out there. What the dolphins will do is they'll set everybody up like this way, and then they'll send one dolphin behind the school that'll run them towards it, and then they'll take turns. And it's such a cool.
It's definitely a
moment,
game
so.
for them.
Yeah, and I'm fortunate where I'm at as my office. I can see
That's so
see
cool.
the intercoastal right there at the Treasury building, and I'll be watching, and I'm like, okay, I wonder how long I was watching, because it's so mesmerizing.
It is,
so-
yeah.
So that's a wonderful field to be in. All right, I don't know if anyone suggests this to you, Kip, but right, if you want to sell out,
Okay.
Please,
I want to. Yes.
okay, all you got to do, cross and sword, and just do it for the weekend.
Yeah.
Do you know the cross and sword?
I don't.
It was
I don't know
our
it.
state play. They used to play at the amphitheater. The amphitheater was originally
Look for
built
that, right? Yeah.
in 1965 for Cross and Sword. Now some knucklehead had an idea that said, we'll bring live music
Right.
in here.
Why stop there?
Silly person. But Cross and Sword used to run throughout the summer at the amphitheater. And
Got a photo?
There it is right there. And it went away, I think, in 96. And we have not had a Cross and Sword. By the way, it's a horrible
Production.
play. You'll have to
Official
rewrite it, Kip. You'll have to do some rewrite. It's
Little
not,
revisionist
it's not
history.
great, but I can tell you right
Yeah.
now, if you do that for a week, it'll sell out. It'll sell out.
Sure.
Those images, it looked like that might be problematic post 2020.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
You can work with it.
You can make it. That's what I'm saying. You'll have to rewrite it.
okay, all right.
So there is some death involved. So, but I can tell you right now, Blake, you never got to see Cross and Sword. You weren't born yet. Did you ever get to see it?
It was gone before I got
But when
here.
you go to see Cross and Sword,
Absolutely.
I'm telling you,
Yeah, I'd really like to
we'll
see
look
that.
into this.
as I think I can safely say this, as the chairman of the TDC, we would love for you to do that.
Okay.
But no one, you guys have never even heard of Cross and Sword.
No.
have you?
No.
I'm curious now,
Okay.
though.
So now you
I'm
now
gonna
you
look
gotta
it
do
up.
some.
Yeah.
You got to Google.
Yeah.
And they may need to do it at the amphitheater because it'll draw that many people.
It really
Okay.
won't draw that many people.
right.
So
If only we know somebody who could make a connection to get you into the amp to do it.
I don't know anybody.
Anybody?
I'll make a call.
Why
You-
you
Bueller?
got the camera on me? Okay. I don't think they know that history either, though, so that's okay. So
After the show.
yeah, we'll tell you after the show that history. So how many productions? You're a junior now. Mm-hmm. How many productions have you been in since you've been at Flagler?
This would be my 4th production.
4th production.
Yes.
All right.
Which were the others?
My freshman year, we did If Then, a musical. I was in that one. And then my sophomore year, we did Little Women. That was a really
Excellent.
cool one, yes. My most famous role in that was Troll. And I got to do somersaults across the
good.
stage.
There you
Quite
go.
good.
And then this past fall semester, I was in my first play here, Men on Boats.
Okay.
I was in that one, and now James. So this is my 4th.
Okay. And you're playing Jane.
Yes, I am James.
Okay. Obviously, you're a James. So, and do you are you the director on most of these, or is it
Well, we've
the
got
students?
a team. It rotates. It's usually faculty, or guest directors that we bring in. I direct most years. I haven't directed every year, but most years I do. I did Little Women last year with Amberly, and it was that amazing performance as Troll that landed her James. I'm so
That's what locked it in.
Yeah.
And is it Amber Lee instead of Amber?
Oh, no, it's Amber Lee, but either one
Amber
works.
Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I've been saying.
No, it's
goes
fine.
by both,
I go
right?
by both, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Trust me. If a director's calling her name, she'll answer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you started to write down some of the
I did.
productions
I
for
found
next
the
year because you
answers,
guys
Excellent.
said you decided this in January.
Yes.
So are you ready for the Blake? Do we have a
am.
drum roll? Hold on.
Very good.
All right, there we go.
Our first production of next season will be The Children's Hour
Okay.
by Lillian Hellman.
Okay.
And we're bringing in a guest director for that, which is his name is Patrick Moran. He's actually co-directing this with me, James the Giant Peach, and choreographing it. Let's see, Vanya, Sonia, Masha, and Spike
Okay.
Okay.
by Christopher Durang.
Saw that on Broadway.
It's
Yeah.
so fun.
Yep.
It is
Yep.
a laugh a minute, and definitely recommend coming to see that. Andrea McCook, our longest standing faculty member, is directing that one. She's wonderful. I said longest standing, not oldest, right? Andrea, if you're watching.
Yeah. We know what he said. Okay. We know what he said.
You.
And our musical next year will be Cabaret.
Excellent.
Okay.
Andrew and Ebb, well known, right?
Okay.
And then the play for the spring is going to be one that our current department chair, Sean Fisher, wrote.
Okay.
So he's a playwright in his own time as well, and a wonderful one at that. And I'm going to be directing that one, I think, with him, alongside with some rewrites and whatnot. So yeah,
Very cool.
it'll be fun.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So it's 4 productions a year.
4 productions a year.
Okay.
Plus, we've got a cabaret that we put on every year, not the musical, but an actual cabaret that we build
Okay.
together, and that's every spring. We've got choir concerts. We've got an upcoming concert on the 21st, is it? No, 16.
And you guys
no,
have sung.
26th.
Your group has sung at events that I've been.
Oh, good.
I've been to.
You kept coming.
Yes, and I kept coming.
That's good.
No, one of them I was trapped, but no, no, you guys have done a beautiful job, and I'm with the sponsorship. You guys sing every year at the sponsorship luncheon. It's for those not sponsorships,
Scholarship.
scholarships.
Oh,
thank you.
yes.
The scholarship luncheon. Our family has a little scholarship there for ESE.
nice.
So we get to go to that, and we get to see you guys for there. And a lot of times, you guys are part of the winter festivities and have come into our Rotary Club before.
Yeah. We
So-
do some caroling and whatnot. Yeah.
You guys have come into our Rotary Club before, so you guys have a really fun group. So,
Yeah.
of going back to your performing days,
Yes.
okay, which part hurt you the most that you didn't get?
I had a few callbacks for a show called Giant by Michael John LaChiusa, and it was a new musical, and had I gotten it, I would have understudied Brian Darcy James, which would have been an amazing
He works.
opportunity.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't get that. That one hurt, only because I kept getting called back. I thought I was
Yeah,
gonna,
you thought you were
right. Yeah, then it didn't happen.
So,
But everything's meant to be. I can say that with some hindsight now.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was on the sports side because I had no singing ability whatsoever. So I that's how I ended up at Flagler. I played baseball at Flagler. And I grew up in DeLand, so I was already in Florida. It wasn't a big stretch. But everyone has a story of either if you're in sports or in music or in theater or something like that, near miss.
The what if.
That what if, like, in business, we have those what ifs too.
Oh, yeah.
So, Lenny, do you have a what if moment on the restaurant world or in your soccer ability? Or
My soccer ability, I was not good enough to play soccer at Cornell because they were a nationally ranked team when I was in college there, and I was not that good.
The only thing that held you back was your ability?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the reason I never played Major
My
League Baseball.
talent, I wasn't that good. I was good enough for high school, but not good enough for college.
Yeah. People, and I'm sure where you came from in Oregon, it's like, oh, I thought you were going to, and it's one of those things in baseball. It's like, okay, I was 5'7", weighed 130 pounds. The only thing that held me back was my ability. So
It's like, you come from high school and you're in the top 10% of your high school graduating class, regardless of how big it is, and then you get to college, and everybody was in the top 10% of it. So all of a sudden you have to, shuffle the deck again and try to get back to the top.
Well, that's how I know these two are smart. It wasn't that hard to get into Flagler in the 80s. Like they're like spell cat, and they already had the A and the T written down.
They
and
spotted your letter.
If you did it with a K, it just sent you in another class. But you got in.
But it seems that Flagler is really, even since we've been here, and I've been here 11 years, and about the same as you, Kip.
Yeah.
And they're expanding majors, they're expanding programs. I mean, they're really building out the school very controlled but very nicely. And, they added a hospitality department. You say they're expanding the theater department. So it's really, they're doing it very nicely to give more opportunity to different kinds of students and different programs. And the environmental programs have really expanded.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what took them so long.
Right.
It just, geographically, it makes sense. And, Mayor Sweeney was talking about this program and it's how well it's getting received.
Right.
So, and you're too young to have your what if moment.
Yeah, I don't think it's really been that big yet for me.
I don't think you've had that what if moment yet.
Imagine if you didn't get troll though.
Yeah.
That might
I
have
think
been
that might have been it. I think that might have just really crushed me.
Yeah.
That was
Who
quite.
was going to tumble across
I don't know. I don't know who was going to be able to put that costume and wig on every night,
with that
but
skill level?
I'm so glad it was me.
Yeah.
Well, is there a Sally Bowles in your future?
Whoa.
No pressure there.
Yeah.
Hey, if you can be James, you can be Sally.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
It's a quick turnaround, I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, we'll root for you.
Thank you.
Blake, do we have any comments online, the questions we need to ask online that I have not gotten to at this moment before I start really grilling them?
Yeah, so Barbara Jean definitely remembers Cross and Sword. So that plays definitely popular with our audience. We also did have
shut up, Troy.
Yeah, we also did have a request for possibly can the Flagler drama team work with bringing back the Dolphin show? Possibly that was at the amphitheater allegedly.
I don't know about this
The
either.
Dolphin Show?
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't remember the Dolphin Show. What was that?
I didn't even know that.
That's what Bobby said in the comments, or I think that's what he said or was talking about.
I heard a lot Lost Colony. So, or watched the Dolphins play volleyball with the fish. Oh, that was at Marineland.
Oh,
I was going to say, I don't think it's a little dry for the Dolphins at the end.
That was at Marineland.
Right.
That was not a amphitheater. Well, actually, the
Who knows?
amphitheater had a moat
Right.
when it rained.
Oh, okay. Because
we called it a mosquito farm, but it had a moat.
Yeah.
And we actually had things, don't step here on certain parts of the stage because you would fall through.
well, where I grew up at Jones Beach, which is a huge state park on Long Island, there was the Jones Beach Marine Theater, and Guy Lombardo was very involved in it, and they would do summer stock there every year. And now it's orchestra seating, but when they built it, it's back to the ocean. It's right there on the waterfront, and there was a moat between the seats and the stage, and they did all the scenery on barges going through and around.
wow.
Oh yeah. So that was, and they did that for years and years and
That's
years.
cool.
I mean, pick a show, any show, and they've done them. Yeah, they're all musicals.
Yeah.
Well,
Sounds
Huh.
expensive.
olden days.
Yeah.
Things were less money then.
Yeah. Okay. Jimmy's boat.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So, have you been to the St. Augustine Amphitheater yet?
Yes.
Okay.
What's your favorite show so far at the St. Augustine Amphitheater?
I don't have a favorite
Like a
show.
concert or
Seeing Noah Khan was pretty cool.
Noah Khan?
That was fun.
Well, he was at
He
was at
Sing Out
Sing
Loud.
Out Loud.
Sing Out Loud,
He
yeah.
was at Sing Out Loud. So yeah, Noah Khan was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Are you an
Avett Brothers was
Oh,
a
yeah.
favorite of mine, yeah. And a bucket list for me was seeing Willie Nelson. And I got to see Willie Nelson and the family,
Yeah,
and that was pretty great, too.
yeah. I think I don't know if I have that picture here of Willie Nelson. I have a great Willie Nelson story. So I was Parks and Rec director, like I was telling you guys. So Willie Nelson was coming in, and at that time George McGovern lived here. George McGovern ran for president in 1972. He was probably 82, 83 at the time. Willie was probably like 78. He was a spring chicken. So we're talking like 2009. And so Willie's drummer, who's his handler, says, "Hey Troy, we'll be right back out." And George
know where Willie went.
George McGovern is with Tom Dashiell's ex-wife at the time.
Okay.
Like they were friends from D.C. And then Blake's mom was when we were together was with me. So it was the four of us standing up on the loading dock there, and Willie had pulled his bus. The bus driver had pulled it right up to the deck here, and the drummer goes down and goes into the bus. About 5, 6, maybe 10, probably 10 minutes later, they come out, and the door opens. It's like a puff of smoke, like Cheech and Chong. And I was like, and I looked at George, who's in his 80s, who wanted to legalize marijuana in 1972, and he starts laughing. I start laughing, and Willie just was just as funny as you would expect him to be. He groped Blake's mom a little bit, but that's okay. Willie Nelson,
Right.
you know. And but it was actually just one of the most beautiful moments that we had at the amphitheater. And
You'd be disappointed if that didn't happen.
oh, I would be so sad if I opened up and it was just like. I would probably tell the story the exact same way I just did, but it's better that I can almost tell the truth.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
That's
but Willie Nelson was really
that's awesome.
yeah, it was a fun story, and you said North Dakota, and that's where McGovern was from.
Oh, nice.
North Dakota, South Dakota.
How does North Dakota? You might be right.
It was South Dakota, and I thought Dashiell was from South Dakota as well.
Okay, you might be right. But one of them Dakotas, aren't they the same? Yeah.
Bison run free.
Yeah. So, all right. Anything we left off that you guys need to tell us about that you can think of?
Well, Kip, you said your wife is currently taking a sabbatical to write a show.
Yes.
One of the last performance you're doing next season is an original work. I think Mountaintop, which was I guess 2 seasons ago now. Not three?
Three or maybe.
Yeah,
even
I wasn't
4.
here for that
Yeah,
one.
4 seasons
Time
ago.
flies when you're
Gosh,
having fun. Yeah. Was also an original written by I think the woman who directed it. Also wrote that herself.
She had worked with the writer.
Okay.
In a previous production, I believe, but she didn't write it. Yeah, but she had ties to it.
Right. So
Yeah.
you guys also do, well known, obviously Cabaret is well known, James and the Giant Peach. But you do some real interesting ones. Like I said, Mountaintop in particular, I thought was fabulous. And that was all about, it was allegorical about Martin Luther King's last day in the Lorraine Motel.
Okay. Memphis.
And I think it was just brilliantly done. It was 2 people. I think it was
a
two people in the
two-hander, yeah.
cast.
Yep.
And, it took me a little while to find out that it was sort of that, spoiler alert, because the show's over for 3 years, that she was sort of an angel of some nature, and he was kind of being on the road to being dead.
He was on limbo,
Yeah,
I think
and
she
it was,
knew.
Yeah, she did. She definitely did. It took a while for him to pick up on it.
Yeah.
But that was very original. And then The Revolutionists, which was another wonderful show, was also nothing that I had ever seen. And that was all about the French Revolution, and they integrated a bunch of female. I mean, the fact that Charlotte Corday was in it. So it was all about the French Revolution, revolutionary women, a couple assassins in there. It was deep, and it was just really well done, and such an original performance. So I like the fact that you do, name brand shows, and then you do, and I'm not even going to begin to call them avant-garde, because they're really not, but they're unique and they're original in their format and their stories. So it's a very exciting season that you guys put on.
Thank you. And we are pretty conscious about trying to stick in the contemporary world as well, and keep bringing new stuff to the students while still giving them the staples of what they need in their education.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
exciting.
wondering, just the love of St. Augustine that we have, and the history that we have. I'm sitting here thinking, okay, what story would be great in a musical, and it would be the St. Augustine 4.
Okay.
And what those kids went through, and
Be a little rough,
it'd
but
be a
okay.
it'd be a little dark
Right.
at times, but I mean, some of the uplifting side, that because the 4 of them kept their spirit up. And are you guys familiar with the St. Augustine 4?
No.
Okay, so the St. Augustine 4 are the 4 kids in 1964. There was 16 of them, some say 17 of them, that got arrested at food counters all over the city. There was 3 different diners where black kids weren't allowed to sit at the counters. These 4 refused to sign the paperwork against Dr. Haling, who was their youth leader, saying that he put them up to it because it was going to be considered child neglect or something like that, and they wanted him to lose his dental license. But these 4 ended up getting arrested. They were sent away, and then when they came back, they were seen as heroes, and they still are heroes today. And I think only one of them's alive today, but it's a very unique. I mean, the 2 girls got to stay at Jackie Robinson's house up in New York, but I mean, I could see the youth and the growth of that becoming a pretty cool story.
These are stories that need to be told. Yeah.
It would be kind of a fun
and it was in
collaboration to make it happen with this.
It was when there was a Woolworths on the plaza in St. Augustine, the plaza here.
Yeah.
So it was actually a Woolworths lunch counter.
Yeah.
And fortunately, the lunch counter had been preserved and is now in, I believe, the Lincolnville Museum.
Yeah, it's in Lincolnville. It's down on ML King. So, any projects that you want to do that's still churning around in there? I mean, I feel like you have a couple musicals still left in you.
Oh, sure.
But I mean, are there any classics that you've never done that would be on your wish list to do? And I'm going to ask you the same question. So I'm going to make him go first. So give you time to cheat off of him.
Perfect.
So, okay.
I've always loved the show City of Angels by Cy Coleman. David Zippel teamed up on that one, but it's a kind of a film noir detective story that takes place both in the world of the person who writes the stories and the fictional characters he writes, that happens simultaneously on stage. And there's a lot of fun design opportunities in there to the full vivid color world of the writer versus that kind of black and white world happening on stage, and then how the worlds converge, and some great music, great lyrics in there. That's one I would love to tackle someday.
All right.
Yeah.
Did I give you enough time to cheat?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I think it would be really cool if we did something related to the show. And now I'm going to blank. It's by Emily Bellflower, Lost Boy, Lost Girl version of that. It experiences a lot of like devised collaborative work environment. I've seen it done in other places before, off Broadway and in high schools and stuff. And it tells a story of Wendy Darling through her eyes, and more of the human aspect of it, like all of the love triangle and figuring out who she is and then dealing with like actual like mental problems and figuring out her life as a teenager and moving into adulthood. And I think that would be something really cool to explore here with anybody like in our department, but even outside of that, it's a project that I would love to work on for sure.
All right. She said the name Wendy.
Yes.
Do you know where the name Wendy came from? The very first time it was in written form.
Actually,
Blake, do you have an idea?
I don't even know.
go on.
Peter Pan.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Wendy, that's the Wendy on which we're speaking.
Yes. But it was in Peter Pan.
Yes.
So it was the very first time it was in written form. It was one of the few things Shakespeare didn't create.
Right, I was going to say,
So,
take that, Will.
yeah.
The role, if you could play any role, well, we know you're going to play Sally Bowles, but when you...
Oh my gosh.
Like I said, no pressure.
Yeah. He's already.
I would love to, but
He's
I
already got
think
your
our
side up.
department is full of very talented people. So I think I have my work cut out for myself
All right,
when I
well,
get
you know,
back.
that's why
Well,
the
just-
audition process is what it
Just
is.
Right.
Show him the troll clip. You'll be fine.
But if you could play any role, what would be the one role that you would really, really love to play? Doesn't
Wow.
have to be a musical, but anything on stage.
Okay. Well, the timing of this is not great because I have been asked this before and it has been Sally. So I'm
Okay.
going to come up with a different one because that's not okay. I'm going to do a different one for now. The show Radium Girls is really, really cool. I would love to play anybody in that. It's a straight theater, no music, very historical aspect of it. I would love to be any character in that show. I've seen it done in my old high school and then off Broadway before in different places, but I would love to be in that show. And then anything with dancing. I love dancing, so.
So, la. You're good.
You love La La Land. Oh my goodness,
Land.
yes.
All right, Kip, to you, if you
Oh,
could play,
man.
because I mean, you
There you
still
go.
have to have
Right.
that itch
I
to be on
definitely
stage.
still have the itch. It's just
Yeah.
been a while, and now the roles that I used to dream about
Right.
are I'm not would never be considered for it.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't age out. Come on.
But
man.
I would love to play the husband dad in Next to Normal at this point. It's got some great music, and it would be a challenging role. Yeah, and I would really like to tackle something in Shakespeare.
Okay.
It's not where my training is. It's not. I don't have a lot of experience in it, but it's a challenge I would like to take on. Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have the Kevin Costner accent, would you? When he gave up, he gave up in print.
Was Robin Hood.
Oh yes.
Robin
Prince
Hood,
of
like
Thieves.
halfway through the movie, he just like, screw this, I'm just going to be myself.
I watched that again
He
recently.
tried the accent,
Yeah.
and it's like, that's not for me. People are going to buy tickets anyway.
Did you bring that up when you interviewed him?
The one thing I was told I couldn't talk about was Waterworld.
Oh,
Okay.
That was
Okay.
the one thing I was told we weren't. It was like, kind of, don't go there.
Right, it would have been a very short interview.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to tee this up for you. So, as you're about to go on stage, what will people say to you?
Break legs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And do you know where that term comes from?
Tell me.
Yeah.
Doctor?
All right. So, old Shakespeare days.
Yeah.
In the theater was
The Globe.
the Globe.
The Globe.
They had wooden chairs set up, and instead of clapping in those days, you'd bang
Break.
your chair on the ground. And if you really banged your chair on the ground, you would break a leg.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's where the term came from. It has nothing to do with being
Yeah.
physical or anything like that. But that means it was an amazing performance if they broke the legs of the chair. So that's
You knew that,
that's
didn't
where
you? I
it- that's
All
where it
right.
came from.
Okay.
I did not.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's fascinating when you find that out because everybody's, you go on stage and say, oh, break a leg. Okay, well,
Thanks.
yeah.
right.
They think it's like the opposite of it, but it actually came from Shakespeare.
Yeah.
So the stupid stuff that stuck.
Right.
So you have a lot of stuff stuck in your
I
head.
got a lot of stuff stuck in this head of mine. Oh, believe me. Yeah.
But so when you were acting, musical seems to be where you were drawn to. Did you ever just say, okay, I'm just going to try and focus on music, or was it always in the theater?
Yeah, my path was actually in through music education. I was a choir boy.
Okay.
I wanted to be a high school choir teacher, and it was my senior year of undergrad that my girlfriend at the time said, "Hey, let's go audition for the musical. It's West Side Story." And I got in, and I loved it, and I was about to graduate and with this degree that I was almost done with, and realized, oh, I want to do this, I think. So musical theater is what pulled me into the world.
So were you a Jet?
I was a Jet. Yes.
Jet all the way.
And where we were, people that looked a lot like me were also sharks.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was a lot of fun, taught me a lot, and it's the reason I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
And the more that I teach, the more that I direct, the more I think I'm actually pulled more into the world of straight acting, straight plays, and storytelling. And I think also we spend a lot of time in the art form of cabaret. Again, not the musical, but the actual art form of cabaret.
Yeah.
And we've got this amazing partnership that's flourishing with 54 Below in New York City.
Okay.
We just took our show up there on spring break and performed there, which was exciting.
Wonderful.
And we do it here every spring, and we build it all fall semester. And right now they're all, I keep pointing to Emily because she's in that ensemble as well, but they are also developing their own personal cabarets, which is exciting. Another thing you guys should come see is May 7th, the Romanza Fest, where we're premiering our contemporary a cappella ensemble, Key of C's,
Nice.
which is an all-female treble ensemble as well.
Will
And
that be at the
they're killing
Lewis?
it at Lewis Auditorium.
Yes.
8 p.m. on May 7th. Amberly's in that as well. She's
Yes.
It's a
busy.
Thursday.
Booked and busy.
Yeah, I think May 7th is
Yeah.
a Thursday.
May 7th is a
Yes.
Thursday,
It's
8
not a Wednesday.
p.m.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as
Yeah.
it's not a Wednesday.
Right, exactly.
We got a bigger show then.
Well, just a competing one at the very least. How big is the theater arts program student-wise? I mean, when you did, not August Osage County, the Putnam Putnam Spelling Bee. There were a lot
Which
of
my wife directed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there were a lot of students on stage for that.
Yeah.
So I mean, because some of these things we have small casting, and some of these
Right.
things, and the musicals obviously may require a larger cast.
Yeah.
So do you have enough students that are looking forward to perform that you can do some larger productions?
Yeah, we're a department of about 65.
Oh, that's plenty for
Yeah.
Cross and Sword.
So yeah,
Oh boy.
but the biggest challenge we have, honestly, and this is just a Flagler College challenge, is finding the men to cast. Right. We graduated. We had a great group last year, and we graduated several of them, and we've got 3 that hung on, and they're doing great. But now they're graduating, so we've got to get some more
You
men.
got to recruit some more
We got to
dudes.
recruit
We need
some more
'em.
dudes. Yeah.
Boys, if you're listening to this at home and you can sing,
You can meet a lot
come
of
to
girls.
Flagler. I'm telling you,
Flagler's the place to
it's the
go.
way to be.
I signed up for home ec in high school just for that reason.
I'm telling you,
Now I can cook like it's
You should
no
try a
place.
souffle.
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, right.
So,
Because I was thinking, I mean, there's so many shows, but something like a chorus line or things of that nature, it requires a large cast and a large cast of talented people.
Right.
Because there's so many good books out there that are available. And it's interesting because if you work with a large cast, there's a lot more moving parts. But if you do some of the dramas, you need 4 or 5 people. I mean, something like I'm thinking of a couple, Sam Shepard thing, True West or something like that. You throw a kitchen table, and 4 people, and you're done.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and we've gotten unique. Like we just did 12 Angry Jurors instead
Yes.
of 12
Right,
Angry Men,
right,
right? Yeah,
right.
and we've cast this as all women, and that required some extra work on our music director's part, who had to change the keys of some of the
Right,
songs.
right.
But we're that's another thing
it's
that's
kind of
unique,
the reverse
right?
Shakespeare
Exactly.
Yeah.
because they were all men.
Exactly.
You guys can
Yeah.
rock this.
That's another unique thing about this particular production. I'm sorry, I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but it's part of this actor-driven concept is that everything is stripped down to its bare bones, which means we have only piano for this. So our music director is playing piano, but he's part of the set too. So he's on a cart
On
that's,
stage.
that's
So he's
rolled
moving
around.
He's getting
and,
moved
yeah.
around. And,
Yeah.
He's also modular.
I was just thinking Shakespeare when I said Shakespeare. Shakespeare in Love would.
Oh, I love that one
would be
too.
a fun show.
Yeah.
So, writing wise, you said your wife. Are you also writing or working on anything right now that is
Working
is
on
churning?
music. Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
And I arrange for this vocal ensemble.
He does a great job.
Yeah, thank you. So I love writing. I had a sabbatical a couple years ago where I focused specifically on vocal arranging and writing.
Okay.
So I try to always have a project going when I can.
All right, and we got time for probably 2 more questions. I got to ask this question. AI has slipped into about any form of arts and where it's at, and especially into the literary side and the writing side and creative side. It's hard to, because AI is such an easy tool to use. How do you defend against that when you're staying true to your art?
Well, I work with a lot of creative people, which helps, right? And they challenge me and they keep me honest, right? So that's part of it. And it's just I think about this a lot with my daughters who are 11 and 6, right? And they're growing up in an age where being bored is just not an option, right?
Yeah.
Because everything is now and there's always access to something. So I'm constantly trying to just let them know that, be bored. Being bored is okay, because that's where we find creativity. That's where we're forced into our imagination and to come up with solutions. And, AI is a tool, right? And like any tool, it can be wielded with responsibility and it can also be abused. So,
No, because I mean, I did a movie about 6-7 years ago, and I started to write my newer movie with the characters and stuff like that. And I was like, I just want to see what happens when I put my characters into AI. And it was just like, oh my gosh, this is so easy, and it's so, I mean, and it's
scary.
It's scary.
Right.
yeah.
It's
It
downright
really is.
scary on where it is. I mean, because I dropped 5 characters that I created in my head, and it's like, all right, you guys are just scary. I mean, just like I said right before the show, they were listening to our conversation. It's really frightening of where it's at, and I think I'm very nervous for the arts with AI. Probably people are worried about tech, and I'm more worried about it's cheaper to replace the writer.
I don't know. I might be
on-
naive,
yeah.
but I just feel like there's a human element that's always going to be missing.
Authenticity
I
for sure.
100% agree with you, but
Yeah.
it's that second tier. The
Right.
greats are always going to be the great.
Yeah.
It's that second tier that I'm nervous for, and it's one of those. What you're doing is so important with the kids, and not losing the art side of it, because I'm nervous for our society on that component more than I am a lot of other things with AI.
Well, fortunately, they call it live theater for a reason.
Right.
AI
Yeah.
may integrate itself into the writing, the composing,
Yes.
things of that nature, but they're not going to be performing. So you're still going to need real live flesh and blood performers to bring all this to life. And,
Yeah.
and
If you
that
say
gives,
break a leg
that
to
gives-
them, it might mean something different.
Right.
So,
and that gives me hope that live theater will continue. Musical theater, drama, all of it. And that's really important, because there's nothing better than sitting in a theater with 800 people at Lewis Auditorium or 2,000 people on Broadway, and a shared experience of that is just really something wonderful.
emotion.
Yeah.
Everybody
Emotion.
gasps at the same time when something, when a chandelier falls in the Phantom of the Opera, the entire theater gasps.
Right.
You know?
We got to end the show. It was beautiful talking to you guys.
Thank you so much for having
one
us.
more time. James and the Giant Peach, April 16th through April 19th. And you
Yes.
can find tickets where?
University.tix.flagler.edu.
Okay. That's why we keep it simple like that. Or you can buy them.
Just come to the
You
theater.
can buy
There
them
you
at
go,
right,
at the door,
theater.
right.
Yeah.
You're going to see Amber Lee as James. Obviously, she looks just like a James.
She
and-
shaved today, so you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
see that.
It's okay.
My
You were the best
goodness.
troll I've ever seen.
Thank you.
But thank you guys. I appreciate you guys coming in. Cross and Sword. I'm sending
Cross
it
and
to you.
Sword. All right.
This is where we wave and smile.
And I'm looking forward to next season, because I was a
Bye, guys.
bad,
We
bad
already said
patron.
bye, Lenny.
Bye-bye.
Bye.